happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm AidanMCJ. Today's video is on my very good friend Jake Gower's ST2. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Unfortunately, two of the scenes got a little bit messed up with the wind noise. Hopefully that won't deter the general experience of the video. Unfortunately, we couldn't collaborate on schedules after the video to refilm them, and then he got rid of the car. But hopefully you will enjoy the end product. So without further ado, enjoy and stay tuned. Okay, so we're currently with Jake and his ST. Now, Jake's going to tell us a little bit about the car, why he bought it, and what modifications are on it. So if we start with the outside modifications, what have we done to the car on the outside?
So it's got the lower Sunsport grille, which is quite a popular modification for these cars. So it's had the wide mouth modification, so it's where they paint just under the grille black just to make it look a bit wider. Okay. The Muppet who owned it before me decided to put the number plate on the side of the bumper, which is which is due to be changed. Obviously it's got a KMS Typhoon exhaust, so it's got the bigger tips which stick out the back. We've also got a diffuser. I'm not sure what diffuser it is, I just know that pretty much every Focus ST's got this diffuser in particular. Yeah. Wind deflectors, another basic modification. If you want to go for visual modifications, it's sort of like I've got coilovers as well. It's got HSD coilovers on it, which are really good coilover.
Yeah, very, very comfy, but quite firm handling, aren't they?
Yeah, like handling wise, it's a very capable car. Especially, It's got Michelin PS4s all round. That tyre setup with this coilover setup, I find it brilliant for fast road use. Yeah.
When we were coming on the way over, the handling is exceptional, but it doesn't. It's very stuck to the road, but it doesn't seem to feel every single bump. Yeah,
it's not. And a lot of people say these are very common for understeer, oversteer. I've not had understeer in it once, not had oversteer in it once. It just sort of gets up and goes. It's a good car, reliable power too. So 360 bhp. Also, I don't think many people really tend to know about these, but it's the Dream Titans iMap drive. Brilliant bit of kit. Obviously I could change all my maps. My maps were interchangeable. I could have overrun on. There's two different levels of overrun. They're a very handy tool to have if you've got a Focus ST.
Similar to, like, say, a Civex, the way that you can...
No, not technically, because obviously Civex is a standalone ECU. Yeah. So their software's completely different to this. Yeah. This is just...
What I mean is, I know it's a standalone ECU, but I mean the capabilities of what you can do with that machine, is that similar to what you can do with a Civex?
I'd say there's some similarities. So obviously with this, you can do data logs, you can do a lot with it. It's a handy tool to have.
Okay, so it's got diagnostics and all that on it as well?
Yeah, it's got everything on it. So you can start with a simple economy map up to your Mod X RS, which is what this car's running with a KO6 hybrid turbo. Yeah. So that's anywhere between 320 bhp, which is what this is. Well, they say on the listing it's 320 plus, but a lot of people that I've spoken to have said Mod X RS is a 340 software. Obviously with a hybrid turbo, people are seeing results of like 360, 370. Even seen in a recent Focus forum that one bloke's managed to get 385. I think that might have been a generous dyno run. But yeah, it's definitely a good tool to have. I think brand new, they're about £500, and you get 7 or 8 lives with it. So that means you can use it on 7 or 8 different cars.
That's not bad, really. Is it?
It is good, but I wouldn't recommend you just buying one and going to your mates, give us £100 and I'll map your car, because you can't warranty anything. Obviously, you need to know what you're doing with this before you start plugging and playing.
It's not not something that you can just stick on the car and hope for the best kind of.
Oh no, definitely not. It's not
have
something.
Your car professionally looked at and then taught how to use it and stuff.
But obviously, with the different maps, you need different modifications to on other maps.
Okay, so the big thing about these cars is obviously 5-pot, 2.5 litre. So obviously, it's pushing a bit of brake horsepower, but it makes an insane noise. Now, what exhaust is on the car?
So it's called a KMS Typhoon, quite an uncommon exhaust, quite rare. So I think it's still got, I'm pretty sure it's straight all the way to the back, and I mean from the back of the turbo. So
full turbo back.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then when you get to the back, you've just got 2 little boxes. They're tiny.
Yeah, and we're talking 3.5 inch or 4 inch or.
I'd probably say 3.5. Yeah, I believe so.
So it's still keeping a bit of that back pressure as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice, but it does sound very, very nice. And a little bit later, you've probably already seen it, but you'll see a couple more runs of obviously flames and stuff, because it does spit some nice flames, doesn't it?
So with this map, it's Mod XRS V2 launch. So V2 it's an aggressive overrun. It's probably not good for the car.
No, not.
But
yeah.
We'll worry about that later
when
something bad happens. But so with the V2, it's got overrun, enhanced overrun with a flame map. So it's the good thing about this Mod XRS and this little tiny device is it's not pops and bangs from 7k all the way down to 1k. It's set between 5k and 3k.
Yeah.
So it's not. It is annoying sometimes.
Yeah, but
it's not. Yeah, it's not like if you're granny driving it and you change at 2.5k from first to second, it don't sit there going bang 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 bang. It's just set high RPM, well, mid-range of the RPM, so it's not bad.
A lot better. So you're well in the power when you do get the overrun and stuff.
Yeah, obviously if you're giving it a bit of def and you're having a bit of fun, then it contrasts into it, because no matter how old you are, no matter if you've got one of these, the rule of thumb is your name's Steve, you're 50 years old, and you just pop and bang everywhere like a twat. Yeah. But when you actually get one to enjoy it, and you're driving it on the road, and you're having a play, it's nice to have the pops and bangs when you're downshifting and pinning it around corners and stuff like that. It's nice to have it, but most of the time it is turned off because it does do my head in.
Okay, that's fair enough. Did we mention what intercooler's on it?
No, we didn't. It's got a Stage 2 AirTech cooler on it. Quite a meaty boy.
I saw it was quite big. You'll probably see that from the cinematics as well. It's quite a big unit, and these cars do, because obviously it's 2.5, 5-pot,
high compression,
to, overheating and stuff. So you want to maximise the cooling potential
100%.
with the big intercooler. And AirTech, probably, we fitted them to a lot of Audis, Golfs, and Fords, but AirTech are mostly.
Pretty
best.
Yeah, if you go to any Ford specialist, they're going to tell you go AirTech. If you need intercoolers, AirTech do induction kits as well. They know what they're doing.
Is it a Dream Science intake that you've got?
Yeah, I've got the Dream Science RS. It's the RS crossover from Dream Science. I believe it's from Dream Science. It's got a Dream Science sticker on it. So I'm going to presume it's from Dream Science.
We'll go on that then.
But it's got the RS crossover induction kit. Sounds absolutely amazing.
It does sound banging. Yeah, it does.
It's a lot better than just your standard Ram Air one, because obviously this is just it's from the turbo straight over the engine. Whereas obviously your standard one on these Focus STs, it goes up, round, down. So it's got less distance to travel, and it's just amazing.
Do we know what this hybrid turbo setup is mapped? Obviously we know what brake horsepower is now. Do we know the capabilities of it to push it to?
I've been by the bloke who fitted the turbo, MH Autos. He's a Focus ST specialist, brilliant at the job, knows what he's doing. He told me it's billet KO6 hybrid turbo. They're rated for 500 brake horsepower. Okay. So maybe
Have you got any plans of going anywhere near that?
If the engine decides to go kaput, then I'll go forged, bore it out. No, I don't know if I'll bore it out as such, but it'll get fully rebuilt and forged.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, if I'm going to go big, I'm going big. I'll probably get rid of that, get a Garrett Precision Turbo, Screamer pop out the bonnet, Cyvex. I'll go all out. There's no point pussyfooting to
go hard or go home kind of thing at that point, isn't it? With if you've already got a hybrid turbo and stuff and it's going bang. So enough about the engine, the power plant. Let's move on to interior modifications. I can see obviously the steering wheel in front of you. Yeah,
so it's a OMP flat 300mm race wheel.
Yeah.
Got quite a bargain on that. It is genuine, stamped on the back. A lot of people buy fake ones. If you buy a fake one, sorry to insult you, but you're an idiot.
Yeah, seen videos.
Well, they're just
crashes and they just fold.
Yeah, they're too flexible.
You do go genuine parts, guys.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it.
Just for I say just for safety, you're getting rid of your airbag.
I mean, it's not safe anymore. But if you're folding the steering wheel in in a little crash kind of thing.
It's not what you want. So we've got the OMP wheel. It's pretty basic on the inside. We've got AirTech short shift kit with a Quaife gear knob.
Okay.
That's a proper weighted Quaife knob. It's just a lot better than the standard knob's quite chunky.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it's thin, weighted. It's just a lot better, I think personally, because I had Focus ST before this one.
Yeah.
And I had the same gear knob on that with the short shift kit, and I just find it a lot better to change gears with. I just prefer it. You need to change fast.
Gear change side, do we have an uprated clutch?
Yes, so we've got RS clutch and flywheel kit.
Yeah. Lightweight. Is it stage 2 or is it?
It's just an RS clutch. So the RS clutch is rated for about 450 brake.
Okay.
So it's heavy. They're not. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's soft." Everyone always says something different about the RS clutch.
Yeah.
I had a diesel BM before this. The white Focus was before that.
Yeah.
And the diesel BM clutch was soft compared to this, in my opinion. Yeah. It is heavy. The bites.
It's probably a difference with fly-by-wire. And
obviously there's many. There's a lot of differences, but the RS clutch is. Even if you go stage 1 map on these Focuses, RS clutch, block mod. Everyone's, you don't need a block mod. The block mod it prolongs the life of the engine. Yeah, so obviously if people are watching this and looking at buying a Focus, if you're looking at buying one that's mapped, make sure it's got the block mod, make sure it's got the RS clutch, just make sure it's got all the relevant modifications in the cooler induction kit.
Done professional standards.
Yeah, with a block mod. If you go anything over 300 brake, get a block mod. Obviously, people say, block mod's not going to stop it from blowing up. Correct? No, it's not, but it's going to prolong the life of your engine.
Exactly.
Because on these engines, you know the story, Volvo bought them. Ford bought them from Volvo.
Yeah.
They were a 2.3 from Volvo. Ford bought them out to a 2.5, which made the liners weaker.
Yeah.
So what they did is they took the top of the engine off, looked at the head, put some shimmies in between the liners just to strengthen the block, and it's amazing what it could do, because it just strengthens the engine, prevents it from overheating. That's what kills these. If you've got a Focus ST and it's overheated once, forget it. You've cracked a liner pretty much.
And have you got any other plans interior-wise to do to that?
Just subtle, really. I don't like the ST2 seats, so I'm planning on fitting the ST3 full heated leathers.
Okay.
Just more as a comfy luxury, really. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not that type of car, but having a partner that has a child.
Using it as a daily.
That's what I mean. And having a partner that has a child, you can't really just rip the interior out and go around.
No, exactly.
That was the plan, and then we realised that we actually use my car a lot more than what we thought. So. We need to sort of keep what we can in the car and not ruin anything.
Okay. Right, shall we take it out for a drive then?
Yeah, let's go.
So. Okay guys, so we're now out in the ST. You probably struggled to hear us a little bit. I would set up the other microphones and stuff, but I think the GoPro is good enough for this kind of thing. It's a very loud car. Obviously we're going to hear all the pops and bangs. There is a couple of things that Jake forgot to tell us on the other bit of video, but obviously now we're driving it, it'll probably come easier to his mind.
There's a lot of things I forgot.
Yeah. So we're going to go over some of the other stuff that he's had to have done on the car. We're doing a couple of pulls just to get the feel of what the car's like. Brake horsepower is in a Focus ST. Obviously he's got the flame map on. Flame map probably does let a little bit of brake horsepower off, doesn't it?
I haven't looked at that.
I would have thought so. Normally you do lose a little bit.
It seems to run better with it on. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah. Also, just as a precautionary tale, this is probably on V-Power or something, isn't it?
Tesco Momentum, that's what it gets ran on.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's on 98 99. You're best off doing that with any performance cars. The Golf GTI has 99, mostly V-Power.
Even if you've got a standard Focus, don't run it on E5.
No.
They're a high combustion engine, you'll probably kill it.
Yeah. And obviously there's all that controversy going on with all the fuel lines and all that. So anyway, we'll get on to what we're here for. Obviously the big 5-pot 2.5 360 brake horsepower. I'm going to let Jake explain a little bit about the other stuff that he's had to have done to the car. So what else have you had to have done? You have had something to do with the drive shafts, you said, as well, so, because these are notorious for that, aren't they?
So the common problem with Focuses are obviously drive shafts, amongst many other issues. So people tend to get cheaper drive shafts because they think it's the best thing for them. It's not the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Your best bet, either get original Ford drive shafts, or like I've done, get the Dream Science, I believe they're called S10.
Yeah.
Dream Science S10 operated shafts. Yes, they're £1,000 for the pair. But
Jesus.
again, if you want your car to last, you want your car to be trustworthy and reliable,
yeah,
you need to spend the relative money on it.
Front wheel drive, big power, you're going to need it, aren't you?
Yeah. It's running with the Mod X RS map. You have to have 450cc injectors. The lad who had the car before me decided to put 550s in it. People in the forums seem to think that's frowned upon having 550s, but I think this runs fine. It's also got the RS plugs, RS leads, RS coil pack, RS ECU holder, which is a very, very common modification on these cars. The round there ones are a bit more because they snap.
Fuel rail?
I have no idea.
Probably a billet. Most likely.
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Or something off an RS, probably.
More than that. But no, it's just, all round, it's just a fun little car to have a good bit of spend in it. I mean, hopefully you can hear that induction.
Listen to that, guys.
It's got the Forge recirc valve on it.
Yeah.
As well as a Simposer delete.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone does a Simposer delete on these. It's just
probably for the best.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. But yeah, it's a fun car.
Car sounds absolutely amazing. Now obviously I was on about the coilovers. You can see now we're bouncing around a bit, so they're not very hard. We do have top mounts need changing.
Yeah, but yeah, that's getting.
So that's knocking a little bit.
They're not.
Can't hear that major.
Yeah.
So it's not too terrible.
Bad. They're not terrible.
Well, they'll probably need changing at some point. So if you hear any knocks, that's literally that's all it is.
It is booked into it.
So obviously the coilovers are doing the job really, really well. It's very comfy. The seats, I know you were moaning about the seats, but they are comfy, aren't they?
No, they are comfortable, they hold you well.
Yeah.
But I hate cloth seats. I'm a bit of a snob.
Yeah. You like my tartan seats though, don't you?
Yeah, I like tartan seats. Tell you what,
Everyone
we're coming up to a bridge. Let's show what this flame map's about.
Let's listen to it. Yes!
No matter how old you are, that's always going to put a smile on your face.
That is absolutely insane.
Don't try
Such
this
an
at home.
advert. Yeah. Don't try these at home.
Don't try this shit at home.
Or unless you want to absolutely rinse your fuel as well.
Yeah, just do that.
In the future, I didn't ask as well. Obviously, we have the normal gauges up here.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of having any other gauges put in?
When I go bigger power, I will have to change. Well, I don't have to change them. I prefer to change them. A lot of people have the RS ones because the boost on the standard Focus.
Yeah.
On the pod it says 1.2 bar.
Yeah.
On the Focus RS it maxes out at 1.8 bar.
Okay. Obviously, upgraded turbo.
Yeah.
Probably pushing over that now, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Probably like 1.4, 1.6.
I don't want to say because I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this, it's that.
They
it's
might
that.
not be
I
high
don't
pressure
know.
turbos. I'm not too sure.
So-
I know Abarths. I know obviously this is nothing to do with an Abarth, but they have TDO4,
Yeah.
which
That's the
run
common
about
reason.
1.2 bar,
Yeah.
and they are very, very.
I mean, I think it's
Responsive,
I think it could be a high power, but if it's rated for 500 horsepower, it could run.
Yeah,
run comfortably.
probably
Sorry, I'm
quite a lot of pressure. Quite a
Yeah,
lot.
you should hope so.
Yeah.
You should definitely hope so. Do you want to race it?
He definitely isn't on it. Jesus. It's definitely got some pull, I can tell you that. Very responsive as well, isn't it? It's not as laggy as the stock.
Yeah, I think the hybrid turbo plays a big part in that.
Yeah.
100%. Before I had the hybrid turbo, it was nowhere near as responsive as what it is now.
No, it is very punchy, guys. Straight on it. Obviously, you can hear it wind the turbo up through the air intake. It's loud. Yeah, it's just like. Not quite Japanese level,
No, never.
but it's
be
getting
that.
there.
Never be that.
It's
Maybe when
getting
it's
there.
got like a big turbo. Yeah. That's when it can be a bit more jack.
Yeah.
Just-
Speed bumps.
yeah, we're going to be here a while.
Oh my god. Oh my days. Jesus, the way this car puts the power down is ridiculous. It's straight on, it's well punchy. I'm loving it. Loving it. Bye. So stable as well. So stable. You can hear the big flames coming out the back. I'm hoping that we've got some flames on video. Ooh, that was a meaty one. Jesus. Oh. Oh. It's almost like it roars from the front end as well, isn't it?
The induction kit does like a
Tiger.
Does a lot more noise.
Oh, it roars. Oh. Every time I'm in a fast car, my voice goes up 2 octaves. I sound like a little boy. I'm like, yes, please give me more.
We've got to be good boys now, there's horses.
Yeah, there's horses, so yeah.
I'm going to scare the horses.
Not going to scare the horses. We're good boys.
I'll do it left.
Good boys. Sounds absolutely unbelievable. RS6.
Oh, there's
Big
horses.
tins. Okay. Oh my days. Shit. That is redonkulous. That's fast, that is, isn't it?
Just go on.
It does move, especially how big it is as well. That's moving.
Try and tease the RS6. We haven't got a chance, but
No, we haven't got a chance at all, but it's still fun to dream, guys. It's still fun to dream. Jesus. While we're stuck behind this slow coach in his 700 brake car, is there anything else we need to speak about that's been done to the car to cope with this power? Talked about most stuff
AirTech
to do.
plenum. I forgot about that. It's got an
AirTech plenum.
It's got an AirTech plenum on it.
Okay.
The standard ones tend to blow up when you run quite a bit of power.
Okay.
So
talking, I'm not sure what you're talking on these, to be honest.
Big brake kits.
Mainly like EBC really.
Yellow stuff, red stuff, green stuff. Where's the green stuff?
A lot of people tend to go with C-hook discs
Okay.
and then EBC yellow stuff.
That's right, AidanMCJ.
Yeah, so that's like your typical fast road setup.
Yeah.
And you can get that for about 500 quid. It's still stock size discs, but you can still have the same size discs, you just need more cooling, that's what you need.
Yeah.
So provided that you've got vented discs and C-hooks with yellow stuff pads, you'll be good to go.
Bang it. Well, I think that's about it, guys. So we're going to get a little bit of a last pull before we get pulled by the Rozzers. Oh my days! Fucking hell! Jesus! Right, that's going to be it. I can't take no more. Thank you for watching the video, guys. It's been absolutely great. Thank you for bringing the car onto the channel. I know we're very good friends, so it's easy to set it up with us. And that's going to be it, I think. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. When he's got enough fuel to be putting in the tank. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to see any more of Jake's cars on the channel, I'm sure he'll change it at some point soon, because that's what he does.
4 cars in the last year.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see ya in the next one. Peace.
Capiche.